Welcome to tea time. It's too early for me. 5:29 p.m. So today we're going to talk about dreams. I just made a mess by dropping my tea bag. It's not gross, is it, to do that? To just sip tea off the table? I don't really care if it is. It's too hot anyway, so that was a good, delicious taste without hurting myself. A little sample. Right, we're talking about dreams. Last night I had some pretty incredible dreams. Chicken was involved. Well, let's start. There were 3 sets. Woke up, went back to sleep at least 3 times. I always do that because I had a good. I shouldn't call it sleep because I had a good coma last night. I slept hours upon hours, more than 8, probably double the recommended dose of sleep. That's just Facebook. Don't be concerned. 1-word answers, so that's a convo killer. You know how it is. I don't know if I'll post this on YouTube. I don't know if I'll edit it either, but probably. If you guys have a great editing software that you know about, you should let me know. I could probably just Google it, but if you can't tell, Tea Time Codi is lazy. And it gets off topic quite easily. Dreams. So, first dreams. Whoa, let me tell you what. My dark servant broke up with me. He was like a shadow slave or something like that. But it was a trick, right? It was a trick to make me feel negatively. He was pretending to work for me so that he could quit and that I would feel bad. And then I was bowing to him and I felt myself being pulled to my knees, or pulled up to my feet again. Probably the light. But I was bowing to him. I wanted him to come back to me. We thought we were friends, and some people say it's not okay to love evil, but I want to love everyone. And I'm a good person, but maybe it's not okay to love evil. Maybe it's not. So while I'm on my knees, he starts talking about duct taping people up and stuff like that, and I just stand up and walk away. I'm like, I'm not having any of your shit, sir. I cannot be manipulated. Oh, obviously I can't be manipulated, but I'm not gonna hurt anyone. So then I started seeing light beings, like Cutie in glasses and her friend that I can't really remember her friend. Maybe it was a boy, I don't know. But I reached out to them and I couldn't feel them the same way I felt him. It's almost as if they were weaker, or as if I went through them, or if when I touched them they were absorbed into me because I'm so empty. Something like that. I returned to my bed. In my mind, I didn't move the whole time. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I wasn't sleepwalking. But I returned to my bed in my mind, very lucidly, I might add. And, still incredibly hot. I started being attacked by him. He had a tie on, the dark one. I think I pissed him off by not caring anymore. I think ignoring him was probably the thing that really got to him, not caring about him anymore. That he was gone, just standing up and walking away. So he started attacking me. So I started using magic on him. I guess I've been practicing. Started calling out to the light. I started absorbing green and purple light from the sky towards myself to sort of fight him off. After I used the AK spell on him, which is not cool. The killing curse. Don't do the killing curse. Bad, Cody. I'm not even going to tell you what it is, but you could probably Google it. I don't recommend it, though. So then I started just building a barrier of light around myself, and purple lightning, that was fun. You know, just have fun with your magic, and then it's easier to focus on it and it's more powerful. And he seemed to be affected by it, but I was obviously losing the battle. I'm not that strong. I'm just being challenged right now, and if you're being challenged that way because you can handle that challenge. Tea time is serious. This tea time is very not as silly as I was hoping. So then someone grabbed my hand, and I could tell that it was light by the touch. It felt very small and hookish, like a fairy's hand or something like that. Or maybe it was a fishing rod from heaven or something. So it pulls me out of my bedroom, above my bed, by the hand, and then we do like this slingshot thing, and we're just flying through space, going past like these, I'm not sure what they were like hurdles or something. We were going over and under some sort of obstacles, but like I was slingshotted with this being that I was holding on to, and I'd let go of their hand midair because it must have been the suspense, or like maybe I was a little shy, or I didn't know what to expect, so maybe it was fear or something like that. But I let go, and then immediately I started searching for the hand again, and it came back to me, which was cool. I'm thankful for that. And then we showed up in like this city of light, and there were like towers everywhere, and there was like beautiful skyscrapers, and they looked like castles, but they were all made of like sunshine, and it was a lot of fun. And I think I woke up after that because it was probably too much to handle for my subconscious right now. I'm still such a child in my soul. Tea time. So then when I go back to sleep, I'm with my friends, and I'm doing mind reading and stuff like that, and it's like freaking them out, and I'm flying, and they're like, who is that? How can he do that sort of thing? Flying around in my dream. And that's the weird thing now. I think we all share the dream world much more than we used to. Like, I felt like people who dreamt in the 20th century or before that, they were in their own dream world. But now when I go to sleep, I feel like we're all in one collective place, where, like, an environment where we all interact while we're asleep, or our subconsciousnesses experience each other even when we're awake, maybe. And it's all in this one place. And I feel like I was kind of freaking some people out. My friends. One of my friends, Jackie Chan, he seemed like he needed help with something that he was experiencing that I also experienced. That he had a voice in his head the same way that I did. But this was all in my dream, so I don't know if this was actually happening, or I don't know. It seemed like he needed advice on how to deal with it. I just told him to avoid him altogether because he's just danger zone. If that guy is interacting with you, I told him some good ways of knowing if it is a bad person that's interacting with you, or if it's just a male spirit. Because it's hard to tell, because he is such a trickster, and he does try to manipulate so much that, well, he has a lot of fun with it, so I don't even really like talking about him, because then sort of, you get a tag on Facebook, and then you're notified, and that sort of thing, so. So, just focus on the light, I suppose. And then I went to sleep again, and it was a very superficial dream. It was me being stuck in materialism and desire and wanting things. And specifically, I was eating chicken. And we were in a hotel first, and I was worried about losing my stuff, and we couldn't find the room. And I was angry at someone. I just remembered my friend Amanda was with like a marine animal. It was like some sort of reality show that she went on a date with a marine animal. That was weird. And then this was in the hotel room, and then I started looking for my hotel room, and I'm talking to the producer, and I'm like, where's my stuff, blah blah blah. And then they started attacking me or something like that. People had like rifles and stuff, and it looked like they were getting ready to hurt me. So I look down and I have a watch on my wrist. And this is what I love about my dreams now, is because I have so much imagination control, and it's so lucid that I can escape scary situations like nightmares and like being attacked and things like that. I look down and I have a watch, and it's just like I hold all these 3 buttons, all buttons on the side of the watch, and I thought it was gonna like stop time. Like I feel like that maybe a watch would stop time, but it didn't. I felt like I just changed dreams. It just took me to a completely different space time. So it was more like a teleportation watch than like a time manipulation watch. It only like affected me in time and not them in time, which is cool because then it's too much power over someone to be able to freeze time and then interact with them. That's a little risque. So, so, continuing with the third dream. Then we were in a mall, a very large mall. I was checking my cell phone to see my bank account balance, and there was over $2,000 in there, but I'm broke. Definitely don't have that much in my bank account. So it must have been some sort of mistake, but it didn't matter to me. I was out there buying chicken. Gravy. Definitely gravy. I was with my friend, Jesse, and he was talking to people about writing something, like a school project. They were like writing an essay. I called it Writeception because he was talking about writing within writing without writing. And he told me to read it again, and I said I hadn't read it in the first place. I just overheard you talking about it. But it seemed like an assignment within an assignment, like they were writing about writing what they were writing. And it was very confusing that you would write about writing something, but what you had to write about was what you were writing already, and it was mind-blowing. Then me and Jesse started talking because someone was disrespecting him. Someone did like the Caesar Milan like dog training thing on his neck, and I did it to him. I was like, what the fuck is that, like dog training? Like, come on, like maybe he was an embodied darkness that's manipulating Jesse, and maybe I opened his eyes to it. Perhaps useful. See, I feel like I'm doing spiritual work in my dreams. Like I'm going down to people's levels, and I'm fighting their demons with them. And that seems like a pretty helpful thing to do. Like if that's my job, I'm honored to be able to help my friends and loved ones. But then we saw Candace in a line. Me and Jesse saw Candace in a line across the food court of the mall that we were in, and we go over to her. But before we get there, me and Jesse are talking about like my mom being pissed off at me, and like I thought I was an older brother, and my sister appeared in front of me and she said like, yeah, I thought you were an older brother, and I felt that like it, because she had woken me up at like 9 a.m. and she was like really baked in my room and she was like, it's so clean in here, and she wanted me to wake up, and we talked about her painting for a bit, how I made it my cover profile, and a lot of people like it, and a lot of people want to do what she's done. So then she's like, oh yeah, that's what I'll do. And she went downstairs and she probably worked on another one with crayons and stuff. It was really neat. She like melts the crayons, and it like fell down like rain on a guy that she had made with an umbrella, and he was all black. And then like all of these different colors were like raining down on him, and it was like a rainbow rain. It was cool. So that's my cover profile thing picture on Facebook, and a lot of people like it. A lot of people said they want to do it themselves. But then I just told her, basically, get out, I'm going back to sleep. Which is an asshole move, and that's probably why I had the third dream, because that happened in between the second and third. And maybe I should have woke up and went with my sister, but I feel like so many valuable things happen in my dreams. The waking day just doesn't seem as eventful. Like, I'm working on NaNoWriMo, but I don't know. Well, that's it for today. Tea time. Cody here. Grand Prairie. Nice talking to you. peace, love, and light. Thank you for watching.